Question 3.3. Use the data in Figure 4 to evaluate the use of artificial fertilizers on grain-producing crops in India. So the commandment word in this question is evaluate. So we're wanting to show what the results show and then whether we think that correlation does necessarily mean a cause. So we're going to need to go back up to our graph. And here we can see that over the years, and time is the key part of this question, that we're describing what's happening over time, we can see that the amount of fertilizer used over the years does increase from 1970 through to 2005, but we also have the fertilizer response ratio that will decrease over time. Remember that the fertilizer response ratio shows how many kilograms of grain are produced for each kilogram of fertilizer used. So we can see that as the years have gone on, the farmers have been using more of the fertilizer. However, the response that the crop has been having to the fertilizer has decreased. So what they're looking for on the mark scheme is the idea that they're using more fertilizer, but they're getting less of a response over time. But it's the over time bit that's important. We can see that over in the additional comments on the mark scheme, the idea of over time is very important. So they're not just looking for the idea that the amount of fertilizer they're using is increasing and the fertilizer response ratio is decreasing. It's the idea that it's over time that this is happening. The graph does show a correlation, but it doesn't prove changes in the yield are due to the fertilizer. There could be lots of other factors that are contributing to this result. And the overall conclusion in terms of the evaluation is that using the fertilizer does become less cost effective with time because they're having to use more of it, but they're getting a lesser response from it.